Hello, 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 hello. My name's Holly. I'm a psychic medium and an energy reader. I enjoy oracle and tarot cards, and so I'm going to use those as a jumping off point for the readings. All right, this is a general reading. There's no way it could resonate with everyone, but parts of it or elements might resonate with you. The whole thing might resonate with you. Whatever it is, if it's yours, you'll know it. Okay, so I always like to start with the vibe of the day, right? So the vibe is this one. I just found this. I was actually going to get candles at one of the home goods stores, and I just happened to stumble upon this. If something makes me laugh, usually I will do it. I will see if I can bring it home. I like this so much. And it says, "Don't overthink it," with an exclamation mark. I like it so much, and even the colors of it, that I bought one for someone else I know who I'm pretty sure is an overthinker too. So anyway, that is very clearly at least my vibe today, and I have a feeling it's going to resonate with a lot of you. Normally I ask Spirit, I tap in, I do that. I just looked at it and said, that's it, and so, yeah. We are very quickly, it is almost upon us, the holiday season, and it can create a lot of stress. So I hope you guys can all do the best you can, get through it. For some of you, it's the best time of year for you. For others, it's one of the worst. So, take care of yourselves. And again, try not to overthink it. Just get through it. Get to it and get through it. That's what I always used to tell people. So, all right, I'm going to put my glasses on, and let's take a look at some cards and see what we can come up with. Oh, I needed that. And I know I'm looking a little rough today, and yes, I cut up all my sweatshirts because I don't like the necks that are so tight. It just, okay, yeah. All right. So, I think the vibe is also the tangent, because I seem to be running on a big tangent today. I'm on tangent mode. Have any of you had trouble sleeping? I have been so tired, like bone tired, and last night I was up way too much. Way too much. Whatever astrological stuff is going on, it can stop now, or it can ease up. All right, what we're going to do is see if we can get a message for any crystal allies or stones that would help us with the current energies that are around us. This is the Crystal Connections deck by Adam Barrelay. He also has a YouTube channel. All the images on the cards are from his own collection, and I believe he took all the photographs of them. And I love these cards. And the back, the message is on the back. It's quite a bit of information. So let's see. Mother, Father, God, Spirit Guides and Guardians, beloved elementals, what is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? What will most help? This is going to be to help with the energies. I feel like soften. I'm hearing the word soften. So what will help to soften the energies around the collective today? Okay. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. We've got one on the floor. I know that. I think that's going to, no, two more come out. Okay. Ugh. And of course we have rose quartz on top. Of course we do. Okay. And tourmaline is sticking out randomly from the side, so that makes sense too. Tourmaline comes in a lot of different colors. This one looks like a watermelon. All right, but here are the actual cards that popped out. The one that was on the floor is pyrite. Huh. I grew up hearing it called fool's gold. I'm sure you guys have heard something similar. The affirmation, I'm not going to read the whole card. I'll turn it around and pause for a minute in case you want to freeze this. But the affirmation on the bottom is, I choose to cooperate and work in harmony with the world around me. So in other words, don't fight the current. Try to be in the flow of the current, and it will make the journey much less turbulent. Okay. All right. So there's that one. All right. Stick tight. Oh, this is a cool one. Very purpley. That's a word as of right now. Purpley. Okay. Yeah, it is in my world, in my head. On my mug. All right. So the affirmation is, I make the world a better place every day. Interesting. So 2 stones and 2 affirmations that have to do with the world, who we are, our place in the world, that when we are in the flow of it, it's kind of like what I said in the video for yesterday at the end. It's you make the world a better place just by being in it. That's because your energy, and I'm going to put this card down now. And here's the picture on it. So see, it is purpley. So your energy ripples out in such a way that because things are manifesting very quickly right now, we are in that period of kind of an internal turmoil that could be viewed externally if we're not careful about being intentional with our thoughts and actions. So yeah, whatever you're thinking or feeling, it's going to ripple out and create more of that energy around you. And sometimes we get a little cushion from that. I feel like we're in the thick of it right now. So I'm trying to be mindful of that too. And I'm trying to be mindful to not go off the deep end and create scenarios in my head that haven't even happened. In other words, don't overthink it. And just let it unfold let things unfold the way they're going to unfold. And if there's something going on that you don't like, it's okay to say, I would prefer, and that's calm enough. You're not shaking fingers at anybody or, doing anything like that. All right, let's go to the last one. And this is a general reading. You handle things however you want to, okay? All right, the last one is rhodochrosite. Sometimes you'll hear this as the bacon stone because of the striations in it. It looks like a big slab of bacon. Sometimes it can have almost an orb type look in it. It's gorgeous. Now, rhodochrosite is different from rhodonite, and gem quality rhodochrosite is this translucent, gemmy, kind of it's like the color, I guess that pinkish color, the deeper one in one of the strands that I've seen, but it's gorgeous. Well, anyway, okay. Spending time with my partner, family, children / in between is enriching and fulfilling. I love them. So that's lovely. That is beautiful. I've always heard of this as a heart stone, sort of like the way you would wear rose quartz or morganite or any of those kind of pinkish stones, that it does a lot of heart. Oh, I had it on the picture, not the words. Okay, sorry. There you go. Lack of sleep, man. I'm telling you, it's real. Anyway, so getting back to the pinkish stones. So it's one that helps to soothe, comfort, and help us to love ourselves so that we can then express that love to others in a healthy way and also receive it in a healthy way. Okay, so the overarching message that I pulled from that was we need to be very mindful and careful about our energy in terms of what we will accept for ourselves, our place in the world, and what we put into it matters. So I know what I'm taking from it personally is that it's important to be intentional with our thoughts, and your actions are the next step after a thought pattern, so it all goes hand in hand. Take it as you will. All right. Let's get into some messages, okay? The Sirens song, Lenormand and the Kipper decks. They're combined, so this is a big old chunk of cards. This is from a friend. Thank you. And even though it's a thicker deck because it's 2 decks combined, and there's a little bit of overlap, and I'm giving away too much information right now. But anyway, so they're small. This is nice. This is a nice size deck. I really like that. All right, so let's get into the reading part. We've done the vibe. We've done the message. I've been off on my tangents. Okay, so what is the reading part of the reading portion of the program today? When I used to work full time, I'd always say, all right, we got to get to the whatever we were doing at the time portion of the show. So I just think it's funny. But anyway, all right, one more. What is the message? Mother and Father God, please come into this. Give me the words, give me the messages. Help me to understand what it is that you have to say to the collective. What is the message for the collective? And what is this reading? I have no idea where we're going with this, by the way. Today, I do truly feel like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And definitely, I don't even know what to expect. Usually I have a feeling or I sense energies or whatever. I mean, you know, if you watch even once, you know that. But today I'm like, no idea. Here we go. Let's just see what happens. I mean, I'll know as soon as they start talking to me, but okay, and that one fell out, but it fell on the deck, and they want me to take that one because it was flying out, and then I think I stopped it. All right, so here's what we've got. And this was the order that came out in. Ooh, oh, okay. Okay. What I'm hearing, thank you. What I'm hearing is that you have to end one thing to begin another. So you have to stop one way of looking at things in order to change the new way you look at it. So it's not like you have to necessarily change a situation entirely. It's not like you're closing a door on something. It's almost like an internal journey. It's that same image they're giving me about when I was talking about being in the flow and just be in the flow instead of fighting against the current, and it makes the journey a lot easier. Because what I'm getting is that if you don't, well, again, this is a general reading. You do whatever you want to do. So, when I say you have to end something to begin something new, what I mean is you have to do some internal, I don't want to say you need to. I don't like doing that. But what I'm getting is that there is going to be a shift. In order for something new to start, the way of looking at something has to change. It's there. Okay. They're showing me like a little green twig that's very adaptable. You can bend it. You can almost make a circle out of it. And then they're showing me the same size of twig that's brittle. And if you tried to do that, it would just snap. And you would drop it on the ground. It wouldn't be of any use to you any longer. Be supple. Be flexible is the message. And think about how you're looking at things in your life, and is there a need to reevaluate or shift the way you're looking at them? All right, that's what I'm getting. All right, here are the cards. First one is woe, as in W-O-E, as in woe is me. Yeah. And then we have a gift. I just heard gift of insight. So some of you will be getting a massive insight into, and I feel like that's what happened over this last weekend. because I kept getting the 14th and 15th would be a big weekend for information, but it would be personal information. Well, if any of you received sort of that aha moment about anything, now you know how to evaluate and redirect your approach to something. Because then we have the coffin. Man, that's pretty much as close as you can get to saying, that's it, over, finished. And then we have, interestingly, it ends on a very positive note, which is the Odyssey. Now, Odyssey and ship. Okay, so that is moving ahead. You are moving out and away from a situation, or the way you're looking. You're moving into a new way of looking at things, which brings you to new horizons. And my voice is still a little wobbly. It's so much better. But every now and then I'll hit like a sour note. So what started with a lot of worry, fear, concern, anxiety, you were given the gift of insight and the gift of understanding that you can control your outcomes. The ending could be an ending of a way of looking at things to change the direction you're taking in your life, job, whatever it is. Personal life, your existence. It feels like a total shift of direction in the way you live your life, because you are going to close a door or close a chapter in terms of if you feel like you only have one option ahead of you, all of a sudden you may realize you have many options ahead of you, even if it's in the same situation. It could change the direction and the course of your life. So that's a very positive reading, actually. It's always scary to change. Oh, I guess that's it for that. Let's see if we can get some more information. Or do we need to move on to a totally different direction? First, this one. Okay, so I don't know where this is going. I'm not sure. You know what? Sorry, Spirit. Those were just too big and they're too far away and I'll have to get up, and I'm not doing that. We're going to go with this one. All right. We're going to look at the Weissbull Wild Reflections Tarot. Okay. Now. All right. So what is the message? Is this going to be a continuation and help with clarification for that last reading? Or is it going to be a totally new reading? I feel like it might be a totally new one. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a totally different reading. Of course, that information was pretty open, but if you question the direction that something, because I'm asking, how do people know if that's for them? So for the one I just used with the Sirens song, if you are questioning whether you are in the right situation or not, that could be a reading for you, because it's asking you to reevaluate your approach or your thoughts around a situation. Okay. And take a step energetically back and look at it with a little bit more of an objective eye, and that will help you in the process. Okay, that makes sense. That's just sound advice, if nothing else. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Now, boy, they sure like jumping around today. All right. So we only have one that came out for whatever this new reading is. Well. Okay, we've got a wolf and a dog. Huh. On a cold night, because you can see their breath, she's on a path, and it's the moon. So we got to figure out what's coming. We don't see something coming. That's the message. I just heard it. Ooh, and I got little shivers up my leg. So yeah, confirmation. All right. So if this is going to be your reading, and remember, these are general. So this is starting out with the message of there is something you have yet to see, or information, something that has yet to be acknowledged, maybe. I don't feel like this is an internal journey. That last reading with the Sirens song, that was an internal process and an internal journey. This feels like there's someone else involved. Distinctly so. All right. So with the moon, Spirit, help me out here. There is someone keeping a secret from you. Period. The end. There's something they're not saying. Now, that doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't have to be good or bad. It just is. There's something they're not comfortable expressing yet about something that will be new information when you do receive it. Okay. 10 of Cups. All right. Well, that's positive. That's happy family. All things coming into fruition. Completion of emotional satisfaction and a family unit. What else? You know, for some of you, I just got that someone may announce a pregnancy. So at a holiday gathering in the next couple of weeks, someone may, in any one of them, whatever, or you may notice that someone is not having a toast or like a beverage with alcohol in it. I hate that word beverage. I hate it. It sounds weird. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I used it. Having a cocktail. I like that one. As a toast, if that's what is the norm, then pay attention, because someone, if they're not actively trying not to use then or drink alcohol, then it could be that there's going to be an announcement of a pregnancy soon. So that could be part of this. The other part of it could be, well, I'm just getting that as a very specific situation, but I feel like this is someone who is biting their tongue. But it does have something to do with a family unit. Man, I hope there's no one having an affair. That could be a possibility too. Although I feel like that could be with someone. Although I also feel like it could be, you know, I said it wasn't negative, but in the announcement of a birth, if everybody's amenable and happy about it, great. But I feel like someone is holding on to fear. Yeah. So what you don't know, information you don't know, is that someone is holding on to fear about this family unit. Okay. What else? Is there anything else? Okay. 6 of Cups. Something about the past. Someone is holding on to something about the past, and it's based on fear. Yeah, pregnancy is coming up really strongly. So if you or someone you know who is of childbearing age doesn't want kids, you better have that little talk with them. Yeah. about what keeps that from happening, or protection or something. And somebody needs to hear that. All right, anything else? What about the person who is not with the childbearing issues? Someone is just tied up on the top. The Emperor. Okay, well, maybe the Emperor will find a voice, step into strength. But I do feel like there's fear involved. Ace of Cups, but emotions coming in. 2 more. The High Priestess. And the Fool, a new journey. Okay. And the King of Wands. Fiery action. All right. So, here's what I've got. There's someone here who is holding on to the emotion and feeling of fear around a situation dealing with family. They're not sure what they really want. They're not sure how to handle it. They're just holding on to fear and anxiety. However, what is on this card? I don't even know. Baby. One of my little cats. She drug in her favorite toy. So if you hear her and it sounds like she's in distress, she really isn't. She's just got it in her mouth and hovering over it to make sure everybody knows it's her toy. All right. So here's the part about the fear and fear, distress, about a family unit, something about the past, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But we do have an Emperor, and we do have strong new emotions, and we do have a High Priestess. Let me tell you what, an Emperor knows better than to screw around with the High Priestess, because a High Priestess is just what it sounds like. Okay? Oh, my eyes are tired. Let me put my glasses back on. All right, so instead of it being an Emperor and the Empress, it's an Emperor and a High Priestess. So this is a very strong individual, very even-tempered, if in this instance with the moon and the other stuff that was mentioned, that is not indicative of someone who is an emperor, who is acting as an emperor, but then the card showed up, and next to that, this precious pearl, Ace of Cups. So yeah, I think all of a sudden he realizes if this is what's at stake, that's a lot. And then we have, because this is just raw power. This is raw power. Get it together is what that means. Or she will. He will, whomever. It's the energy of the card. Please understand that. So then we have the Fool. A new journey is beginning. A new journey is beginning. And it is beginning from the perspective of a King of Wands with fire and with passion. Now, this is a general reading. Every last one of you can do what you want to do. If it's not the right time, or if you feel like the fear and anxiety is too much, then that's fine. You know, maybe it would be another lifetime. But just understand, I kind of get the feeling that's a once-in-a-lifetime situation, okay? All right. If you're on the pregnancy end of that, congratulations. I do feel like it's an expanding family moment, so I do think it's those 2 ways of reading that. Come on, Meredith, oh, look at the baby. Look at the little girl. She's so cute. I'm sorry, my eyes are just not working with me today. So if it kind of looks like I'm looking in 2 different directions, I might be. All right. Thank you for bringing your toy in. That was a good girl. Yes, it was. Okay, you want to say hi to everyone? I think it's about time to wrap up. We're about 30 minutes in now. Yeah. All right. Okay. Be well. I hope you are resting well. I hope you are eating well, taking care of yourselves. Thank you for all the suggestions. Some of those teas and combinations that you guys were mentioning, outstanding. Thank you. So yeah, all will be well. We have to just remember to go with the flow of things instead of fighting the current. Don't be a salmon. Don't swim against the current. Anyway. All right, you all. Be well. Take care. I am sending you love and gratitude. Let's see if my little clicker works. It hasn't been lately. Oh, look at the little baby. All right. And I will talk to you soon. And maybe I'll try to do something with my hair. Anyway. All right, everyone. Take care. And we will talk soon. Bye.